This is how Ruben Amorim would set up Liverpool should he become the manager. The 39-year-old has used a 3-4-3 formation throughout his entire tenure at Sporting Lisbon, and I don't see that changing should he make the switch over to Merseyside. In goal, one of the most simple selections today, the best goalkeeper in the world, Alisson Becker. He will remain in between the sticks. Right back. Now this is an interesting one. Obviously most people will say Trent will go there. However, there's the potential that Amorim might want to move Trent into the middle. So for now we'll put Trent there. But Conor Bradley, or maybe even the club delve into the market for another option there, should Amorim want to experiment. Now right centre back, it'll probably be Ibrahima Konate. The Frenchman can probably work in that spot in a back three. He's played on the right side of the two. Should, other centre backs be in the other positions, Konate will probably set himself out on the right as cover for Trent. At the heart of the defence, in the centre, there's only one man, number 4, the big Dutchman, Virgil van Dijk. He will keep his spot there, the captain. And he will be used for his playmaking ability as well. His ability to play them long raking balls over the top of defences, that's something that Amorim would quite like to use, especially with the forwards that will be employed by him. Left centre-back is probably the first area that the club would look to buy. We don't have a natural left-footed centre-back, and Amorim's style of play really does rely on the left side of the centre-back being able to play out with that left foot. You could see the club go for a player from Sporting, shop in Amorim's old club with Gonçalo Inácio, the young 21-year-old centre-back who Amorim's had since the academy days. But the club would also go to former Liverpool player Xabi Alonso's team Bayer Leverkusen for Piero Hincapié, or go to France for Stade Rennes' Arthur Thiat. Left wing back is another area which the club could look to buy in the summer. Andy Robertson's not getting any younger and has arguably shown signs of a decline this season. And with Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes stepping into the helm at the football club, their data-driven approach could spell the end of Robertson's time as the starting left back at Liverpool. The club could look to Wolves for Ryan Aït-Nouri, or Richard Hughes could use his connections and his time at Bournemouth to bring in the left back he just signed last summer, Milos Kerkez. The first of the two in the pivot, the more defensive-minded one, you've got two real options here, Wataru Endo or Stefan Bajcetic. Now, one thing about Ruben Amorim is he's very trusting in his youth players, and Stefan Bajcetic, he's missed a lot of this season due to injury problems and growing pains, but if you've seen the pictures recently, he looks in very good shape. I wouldn't be shocked if he has a good pre-season, that Ruben Amorim puts a lot of faith in him for the start of the season, and for next season, being that main DM at the heart of his midfield. Partnering him in the left defensive midfield spot, it's got to be one man. Number 10, Alexis McAllister, an absolute revelation this season. He can operate in that deeper role as we saw at times with Jurgen Klopp this season as the 6. Now with Bajcetic as cover and a back three behind him, he gets a little bit more licence of freedom. I really think you could see Alexis McAllister kick on under Ruben Amorim. Now right wing, there's only one man, the Egyptian king, Mohamed Salah. He would be pushed a little bit more centralised now, with more of a focus on being in and around the penalty area to score goals with his finishing ability. I could see Mo Salah putting up numbers close to the season that he had back in 2017-18. On the left, this is a really interesting one. Ruben Amorim is more willing to have players move centralised. So, if he wants a winger out there, it will most likely be Luis Diaz, a player who played in Portugal at Porto, a player who Ruben Amorim managed against and thought very highly of. If he wants to be a little bit more controlled and have it more so as 2 10s, then that is probably where Dominic Szoboszlai would find himself fitting into the team. His work rate and his energy would be crucial in that midfield box. And up front, you've got two fantastic options there. Diogo Jota, one of the best finishers in the league, but the man that I think Ruben Amorim would trust is another man who played in the Portuguese league, this time at Benfica, Sporting Lisbon rivals, and he's been brilliant this season in Darwin Núñez. We've seen how well Ruben Amorim can work with strikers like Victor Gyökeres, tall strikers who can link up play. Darwin Núñez is another one of them. He could really kick on under Ruben Amorim.